Hi guys, awesome that you've tuned in. Today I am showing you a very cool and interesting watch. This time a very dear to me Omega. You guys know I'm a super fan of Omega Seamasters. I own one Omega Seamaster in my collection and I really like it. I love wearing it. I fell in love with the overall concept of the Omega Seamaster and basically the Omega Seamaster lineup. Of course, there are some watches that I would say, it's not my cup of tea, to be honest with you guys. But as far as I'm concerned, Omega Seamaster did overall a very good job. And when we're let's get into the meat and potatoes and check out this beautiful watch, this Omega Seamaster known as Schwerty. And the interesting part of that watch is, of course, it is a quartz model. I know many of you would say, come on, quartz, why should it be a quartz? I mean, it's a diver, it should be automatic. You lose a lot of money, this and that, yada, yada. I would say the Omega Seamaster in quartz is a very good decision. Why is it? Because you have reliability of a quartz movement. You have a precision and timekeeping. I think it's like 2 seconds in a week or so. It's very good. And to be honest with you, if you are, of course we aren't anymore, but if you are dependent on a tool as a dive watch, would you rather go for an automatic where some things could stuck and get issues with it while you go into the depth? Or would you really tell yourself, I need something very reliable, like a quartz movement, which is taking its way and basically also saving my life? Because you guys know, do you have enough of oxygen in your tank? These kind of questions, these kind of questions should be asked. And that is why I would say the perfect balance between sport, or your job routine if you are a diver, and an all-round tool is this Omega Seamaster Schwerty. It has 1,000 feet water resistance, and I really am absolutely impressed by that watch. And now let's check out some details of that watch. And I would like to know your opinion. I would like really to know what you think about the watch. Do you also like it? Do you share the same opinion as I do? Rather go quartz, save a few bucks, have a most reliable and of course precise timekeeping tool instead of being the sheep and running afterwards the automatic? Let me know in the comments below. I love to talk with you about that subject. And of course, our community would love to see your opinion. Guys, I'm looking over that watch, and the first thing that is striking me is, of course, the dial and the hands. And what is it about that? Well, I'm looking over the dial and I have that almost matte finish, but when you look from certain angle, it is starting to shine because those wave pattern that you see on the dial are having its own life. All of a sudden, they're coming to life. They're just screaming and moving and trying to represent the ocean, the moving of the ocean. It's really looking mesmerizing. And then you start to dig deeper into the dial and you come around that very heavy but exact and precise printing. It's white. It is telling you it is an Omega Seamaster. It is giving you out the depth rate of that watch. And now when you're it has even a complication. Besides the fact that you have beautifully executed hands with a beautiful red-tipped second hand, a wonderful detail that I'm celebrating like crazy on that watch, you also see it has an additional complication, which is the date function on the watch. And, you would now start to argue, well, Alan, it is a tool watch, right? So as a tool watch, we've seen already some newer iterations like the No Time to Die Omega in titanium. You do not need a freaking complication, right? I know But do not forget what I told you up front. I told you it is the perfect balance, the perfect all-rounder watch that you can buy yourself in that segment, from that lineup. And if you look at my watch, my Seamaster Diver 300M from 2023, so that's the newest iteration of it, I am still rocking that date window, although it's on 6 o'clock, but who cares, man? It is my all-rounder. I'm not going to dive with that thing. I am happy as how it looks, how it spreads positive vibes, and this is what Omega really means to me. I would say Omega is spreading the positive vibe, and of course the heritage and legendary history, horological history of the watch brand itself. So I am going over that dial and I see those beautiful hour markers protrude. You know, they have luminova, luminescence material in there. And when I try to play around with the light, and I hope I really catch that here so you guys can see it, the luminova, the luminescent material in the hour markers is incredible, guys. And it's of course complemented by the luminescent material field on the hands and on the dot of the second hand. It's a very beautiful arrangement. It's like I am always telling my people how I understand watches. For me, watches are like a composer, like Beethoven, like Bach, like Tchaikovsky. I see an arrangement there, and it's like music playing, and everything goes together, and it's just a beautiful thing to have a watch that is absolutely on point with the design. And this watch, guys, is 100% on point. Now, let's check out a little bit the iconic case design. You have that certain little tiny inverted lugs of the watch. You have the cupcake. I know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, the cupcake, but I would say it's okay, guys. It's okay. You can get used to it. It's a design thing that represents the Omega Seamaster lineup, and if you really start liking a watch, you should also start appreciating a watch, and then of course understanding it. And once you have all those three features together, guys, you got it. You just freaking got it, and that is what it's all about, the collecting. I really hope you understand where I try to get with you there, because Omega is known to be very innovative, okay? And because of that, they are giving out iterations almost every 2-3 years, but they're trying to stay within their design borders. It's very important to do that. I mean, just look at the Submariner. You had certain iterations of them, but they try to keep it as true as possible and, you know, not forget the roots. And that's the same with Omega. And considering Omega is, of course, a very, very, very high, big, huge competitor. Not to say that these guys really hate each other, but in a friendly way, whatever that should mean. You will understand that they need to stay at their roots. So, you know, don't hate the player, just hate the game, and yeah, live with the cupcake. That's all I can say. Now, when we check out the watch, I also see that it's super comfortable, considering it usually comes with a steel bracelet, but this time it has been equipped with this unbelievable comfortable native strap here. And of course, you guys know how Omega ticks in that way. You can go onto Omega's website and really, yeah, go crazy with all kind of options in regards of straps, bracelets, and of course leather bands. Whatever you are up to, Omega will here help you for sure. Will not leave you as a watch enthusiast stranded somewhere. So from that point of view, 100 points to Omega, an absolute great watch. Interesting part of that watch is it feels so light, but then again, it has that absolutely, you know, I can take the watch and freaking hammer a nail into the wall. Why? To bring it to you much clearer. If you would like to have an Omega Seamaster, especially that shorty that I am wearing here, you can get them around 3,000 bucks. We're talking about a quartz model, so still some people didn't got it with that model, and yeah, you can get a good bargain for it. So and it will not break the bank, it will not vaporize a wallet, if you understand what I mean. The watch for me is a absolutely perfect, best bang for your buck watch. When you buy yourself the watch, please be cautious not to get directly into the water with that watch. Get it pressure tested. Get all the gaskets checked. So, you know, you have your peace of mind if you would like to go diving or swimming with that watch. I would not recommend it, but you know, you can do it once you have all the precautionary measurements, yeah, from your list, if you understand what I mean. Guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about the watch. If you like the video review, write it down in the comments below, of course. And yeah, I cannot wait to see you next time. So with this said, have a great day, guys, wherever you are. God bless you. See you.